After a minute or two, the dust starts to settle. Hey, what's that? A large silhouette is starting to appear from out of the dust cloud. It's big, a lot bigger than what was there before. As the figure is gradually exposed to the moonlight, I start to see a more defined shape. Oh my. Kid! This thing, whatever it is easily 7 or 8 times my height. Its body seems to resemble a gorilla's. Its exposed muscles are wrapped in ivy. Its digits remind me of pointed shellfish. Golden sunflower petals are lined up the back of its neck. However, instead of a head, it's her. Kid's stark naked upper body has been fused into the top of the monster. Other than the 2 small sunflowers covering her chest, she's wearing nothing at all. I would like a close-up, but I don't think they're going to give that to me, even though she's green now. Looks like she's still wearing a bikini top. Whatever, I'm thinking way too much about this. Serge, listen to me. The Mandora monster is fused with Kid. Oh, no, this is Angel. I figured that was Kid calling out. Serge, listen to me. The Mandora monster is fused with Kid. We must save her quickly, otherwise she'll be lost forever, consumed by her own hate. Serge, quit gawking and pay attention. What? She's going to die? I frantically try to think of what to do. It's hard, though. I can't seem to take my eyes off those 2 sunflowers. You and me both, buddy. Take another look at it. Kid's expressionless face teeters listlessly back and forth as the monster establishes its footing. Those usually fiery eyes of her now appear desperate and hollow. Her skin is a dark grassy green like that of an Amazon goddess. Amazons are dark green? It's news to me. Calm down. There is a way. The monster has managed to intertwine itself with Kid because of her strong sentiments of anger. Unless we separate Kid from her anger, we'll be unable to save her. How do we do that? With love. Love? Yes. It's the only way. I shall go and make preparations. In the meantime, protect Kid's body and show her love. Also, you must prevent her from using any magic. In her current state, the more she casts spells, the more she'll be lost to that beast. What? Kid can't use magic? She can now. How can this be happening? Serge, show her your love, Majel says, leaving me with those words as he sinks into a nearby shadow. Wait, Majel! Majel! Alone and afraid, I look up at the huge atrocity as I shudder in the chilly nighttime breeze. Love. I couldn't think of a more awkward place to think about love. Well, you were staring at her breasts just a second ago. The sound of the word makes me cringe as it dances through my mind. Breasts. While lost in thought, I suddenly hear a soft muttering from far above. You say they're small? Really? They're not small, I tell you. Others are big, too big. Stop making fun of me. Stop making fun of me. I'll kill you all. And it's boss time, I guess. Kid cries out madly, her eyes filled with flames of rage. Suddenly her gaze shifts toward me. The monster instantly lashes out a giant stone hammer from behind, arcing it down towards me. Parry it! I can't parry it, not something that size. I leap to the side at the very last second. The giant hammer comes crashing down, kicking up heaps of dirt and sand with a ground-shaking thud. I honestly just went for the first thing. Just then I start to hear a low voice call out from beyond a nearby hill. What's going on over there? Oh no. Goblins! Look, it's the Mandora! What got it all acting up? Noticing the goblins, the monster begins to moan. Kid's cheeks puff up, and then suddenly... Kid sends a giant fireball streaking out of her mouth, crashing into the goblins and instantly reduces them to ashes. Damn it, magic, I say to myself as Magel's warning flashes through my head. Finished with the goblins, the monster suddenly remembers me, turning around and returning my gaze my way. Which one do I want to do? I think I want to run away for now. I'm gonna save that one for last. I've got to get out of here. I quickly turn and head for the trees. I run and hide, plunging into the deep, dark labyrinth of the wilderness. However, behind me I can hear the thunderous sounds of trees being crushed and boulders being broken. I continue to run as the gigantic monster chases after me. I've been running for at least 5 straight minutes now, dodging trees and jumping logs. I'm starting to lose my breath. Just as I begin to think I can't run anymore, the end of the forest comes into view. However, as I come to the clearing, lined up before me is a troop of fearless-looking goblins. They're carrying a huge cannon with them, easily 20 feet tall. I try not to think of how easily I'd be obliterated if I ever accidentally stood in its path, or was forced to stand in its path, for that matter. There! Lock on target! Shouts a goblin. Oh, great. Try to tell them what's happening. I collapse at the goblin's feet, out of breath. The goblin leader, decked in a full suit of iron armor, sporting Lynx's insignia, comes over towards me. It glares at me with piercing, intimidating eyes, as though it's ready to whip out its mace if I do so much as breathe the wrong way. I really don't know about this, turning to goblins for help, but I've got no other choice. Please help me save my friend. The goblin guard stares at me blankly. I continue, gasping for air between sentences. We were chasing after this beetle, but then a sunflower suddenly appeared and captured my friend and started to chase me through the forest. Even though it's a flower. Please, you have to help us. She's the most important thing in the world to me. The goblin's eyes relax. Is that right? Your friend was captured? I understand. We'll help you. Don't worry. Thank you. Boy, I'm sure glad I didn't judge this book by its cover. However, just as I say this, and how much was this lovely beetle of kids sell for? That voice! Suddenly, the goblin shouts out, What? Your friend is that crooked thief kid? A wave of shock goes through me, just when things were starting to seem okay for once. I try to see behind the goblin, searching for that strangely familiar voice, the one that sounded just like the sunflowers. However, all I can make out is some sort of strange psychedelic light emanating from behind the troop. The light seems to be coming from a figure, whoever or whatever it is. As he makes his way through the crowd, I finally get a good look at him. His hairstyle reminds me of a tall green chimney, and his red and green pinstripe costume is like that of a harlequin. An over-the-top long purple cape drags behind him as he approaches me. Are you the sunflower? I ask, confused. Sunflower? Who is a sunflower? It cries out. I can't help it. This person, no, this thing, his face looks exactly like the sunflowers. Caught off guard by this sight, 2 goblin guards flank me by surprise, wrestling me to the ground. Monsieur, you are Mademoiselle Kid's friend, no? I do believe we have met. Bonsoir, je m'appelle Paulon. Throughout the world, I am known as the Green Terror. Perhaps you have heard of moi, no? No? Do I really want to call him a pervert to start here? Yes. Pervert? Moi? No, monsieur. You simply do not understand my elegant nature. No matter. Soon, le terreur. Oh, this is still the same guy? Don't put the end quote. No matter, soon le terreur shall be planted in your heart, for kids' death is at hand. As a gentleman, I shall grant you the privilege of seeing this happen before your very eyes. Oh. No, wait. No, you can't. Well, 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 look who knows so much of all of a sudden. But alas, if you do not have the right kind of weapon... Wait, why is that the? And the other ones are the. To defeat a monster such as the Mandora is very difficult. Perhaps, how do you say, impossible? No? Oh, come on. Even in French, it's impossible. Well, that's Spanish, but impossible. You know, they even do the hard S there. Come on now. However, Paulon says, pointing towards the cannon, with one single shot of my hyper magic cannon, that will be that. That cannon? I knew it was powerful, but magical? Taking another look at it, I notice that it's definitely not an ordinary cannon. There's no fuse at the end of the barrel. Instead, some ivy vines are connected to a pedestal where a mysterious crystal ball sits. Captain, there it is. The goblin's shout strikes into my heart like a death sentence. To the cannon, sir, the guard says to Pollon. Stop, please, I holler, hopelessly trying to break free of the guard's restraint. However, they only tighten their grip on my arms, and tears begin to stream down my cheeks as the pain shoots in. Monsieur, I offer you this. Are there any final words you would like moi to say to this friend of yours? Au revoir, scoundrel kid. Adieu, petite-chested. Petite. Shouldn't it be petite? Petite-chested mademoiselle. Please, I beg you, stop. No, stop it. Just stop it. You really have true feelings for this fee. I'll get it right eventually. Pollon says softly, taking out a handkerchief to wipe his tears. I am most moved, he continues. Perhaps when I finish her, I shall say for you, adieu, ma chérie. Wait for moi in hell, ma sweet. Whatever. Ma chérie just kind of means my dear or my sweet as well, which is why I got thrown off there. With a bittersweet smile on his face, Pollon skips towards the pedestal. No, stop! My grievous cries resound unanswered, echoing throughout the starry night sky. I can see some of the goblins have felt my side of the story, but Pollon remains unfazed. Well then, let us begin. He shouts, grasping the crystal ball with both hands. Fireball! Adieu, ma chérie. Wait for moi in hell, ma sweet. The barrel of the magical cannon flashes as a tremendous fireball is let loose. Does it hit? I was kind of hoping not to get that. It shoots directly towards the monster, crashing into its torso with the impact of a 2-ton battering ram. Explosive flames engulf the area, blowing me back with a gust of hot air. Kid! Finally, we are rid of that horrible little mademoiselle. In the past, such terrible experiences have stemmed from her, no? But now, we shall worry about her no more. Ho, 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 ho. Kid. I fall to the ground, devastated, but even more so is the dreadful feeling of regret I'm filled with. However, suddenly the goblin guards simultaneously call out in surprise, Captain, look! A giant figure of some kind seems to be emerging from the blazing explosion. It didn't do it. Maybe I didn't make the choice here. I thought I did. As the smoke subsides, there stands the monster, completely unharmed. Just as I thought that pompous freak is no match for Kid, I breathe a sigh of relief. But then I realize I'm no further away from doom than before. What? What? She is? How can this be? Pollon screams incredulously, running towards me. The relaxed smile from earlier has now been replaced with nervous sweat. What kind of twisted magic is this? He frustratedly asks me. Is impossible pour vous, which means it's impossible for you. For you. Yeah, we'll go with that. I answer sarcastically, trying to imitate that pompous accent of his, complete with landing a few drops of saliva on his putrid face. Pollon turns bright red. What? Spit it out, you little swine! He demands, furiously shaking me by my shirt. But then all of a sudden, like a howling wolf, Kid's voice echoes out throughout the grassy plain. A chill runs down my spine. Could it really be her trying to break free from the monster? As I stare up at her, silence and fear take hold. She's waving her hands around in the air, saying something in a slow, deep voice.